the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. To the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. On the move. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Tempo and overdrive.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Grant. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Third down play from the gun. Gonna let it fly. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the quick shuffle back. Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds a man on the left. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. NC State quick to the line. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA is going to walk off the field there inside the Alamo Dome with a much-needed victory. And they had this one circled on the calendars for some time. And regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Grant. With the catch, it's straight. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now the play fake. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
6-9-1, gas bar.
To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Grant. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Grant. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
Military stun.
Off play action. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls in the deep ball. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Grant. Finds his man, it's Lacey.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab outside. It's Watkins. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Lacey. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
22, water.
Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. They'll immediately call timeout. Before the teams head to the locker rooms. Corners are going to bail. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Grant. Going over the top, snatches it on the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Some misdirection with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
14.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
The Wolfpack to start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You've got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Grant. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacey. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Anderson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Drake. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Grant. The sure hands. It's Watkins. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the right. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
At the 49. Fourth down.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds his tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Grant. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling. The best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense where I can just...
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, NC State.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Set, ready.
Scanning the field, it's Grant. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Grant. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. throws and fires complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Marshall. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.